Hello, my name is Tiana, and I am an educator for diverse learners, including English learners. So, the focus today is supporting English learners, building strong home and school connections. So, I want to start off by talking about cultural responsive teaching. So, cultural influences about what's around them, what do they see, what do they indulge in, and actual cultural competence. So, students bring language and their own personal views that impact how they learn, how they perceive information, how they digest what the teacher is instructing. Also, I want to make sure that I am emphasizing that we're not trying to fix scholars, but we're just trying to build on what they already have and what they have to bring to the table in regards to culture. Role of culture in learning environments. So when we talk about communication, it's about who's speaking, what they're saying, and also who's listening. As we notice with our scholars is that some are heavy on speaking, some are heavy on listening. So my job is to create, a safe environment, and that's what we want to bring to the home. Those home-based settings where you need to bring a safe environment where students feel open and safe enough to speak, open and safe enough to communicate in whatever they see fit, whether that's active listening or verbally communicating. So, in regards to creating this inclusive environment, it's about making kids feel seen. And when it comes to making kids feel seen, it's like not making them feel like they don't belong, making it feel like the environment you have created is exactly for them. When they come into the room, they are heard. Even if it's hard to understand them, that they see the patience, the compassion, the love, the understanding, so they know that, wow, this is a space that I can freely be me. And if I do miss the mark or if I don't fully understand, this is a person that I can come to and actively express that to. So I want to also point out, routines. Routines are very important when it comes to consistency. When you build routines, scholars, at home will basically pick up those routines and be able to understand language more when it comes to those routines because they constantly are hearing the same verbiage. They constantly are hearing the same consistency of words and they're able to connect it. So, also, strategies support cultural diversity, relevant text that speak to them, text that aligns with their culture, that makes them want to participate and want to get involved. Give multiple ways to participate, not just speaking, drawing, active, hands-on, anything kinetic, anything that they can touch, feel, outside of just verbiage. Leveraging home language and assets. So turning talks, partner work, like that's also something you can bring at home because that involvement, that engagement, it puts them in spaces to want to talk because this is somebody I can relate to. They're my age. They're my peer. Using a lot of visuals, anchor charts, making sure they're able to understand that there are several resources that they can use that are tangible to them. So, supporting the needs of English learner, differentiation and responsive. Every English learner is different, and I want to make sure I very, very much emphasize, and I'm going to say it again, every English learner is different. They may have similarities, but every learner is different. Everyone has different strengths, different challenges, and different things that the teacher needs to focus on. So every English learner should be treated as an individual. So I do believe in small groups, visuals, to support the special needs, and definitely with scaffolding the information, giving them chunks, making sure they understand it, taking our time. And I know a lot of times, like speed may be the culture of school, but I really want to focus on taking the time to really get intimate and learning your scholar so you know effectively how to help your scholar. Social and emotional support, making sure they don't feel nervous, overwhelmed. A lot of this is new to them. So those strong relationships you build them will get them comfortable enough to open it up, going back to classroom environment, making sure they feel safe and seen. Strategies for SEL support, consistent routines, clear expectation, peer support, partner work, Positive classroom culture. Importance of understanding students. When you understand the students, you can better instruct them. You can better have a relationship with them to make sure tackling behavior, engagement, de-escalation, anything that comes with a better relationship means you have a better hold on that child. Homeschool Connections, funds of knowledge. So the family brings language, culture, life expectations. These are resources and not barriers. I really want to emphasize that. Building strong partnerships to communicate clearly and consistently. Use translation tools when needed. So I feel like those translation tools are very important because students are able to see the bridge of what their original language is and the language that they have to learn. The strategy at home: talk, read, practice the home language, inclusive community practice, collaborate with the community, get outside, socialize with others, work with others, team up with others, create welcome school environment, make families feel wanted, included. So, in conclusions, we want to shift the mind as not a deficit, but their language is a asset. Focus on strengths students have already, and all the key points is inclusive classroom, social emotional support, strong family partnership. When students feel valued, they really, really succeed. And we've seen this from the research that's been provided.